Hi, I want to talk to you about rubidium. And rubidium has its names from these very red stones, very red diamond stones. And the reason it got this from them is because it has a red color when it burns. And these stones are called rubines, and that is why rubidium has its name from rubines. So it doesn't have the same name. We call rubidium instead. Rubidium, because it has this red color, you use it a lot in firework to make the red color. So when you see all these firework stars that are red and all this, you see that you actually see rubidium burning. And that is what making these very red stars. You also use rubidium in photocells as a getter, and you use it in vacuum tubes, and you use it in working fluid vapor turbines. And rubidium has a very high cost. It is $1,200 every 100 gram. So it's a very expensive element. So it's not the one you use it in experiments because it is so expensive. Rubidium is in the first group, which is alkali metals, and it's in the period 5, which means it has 5 shells. And rubidium is number 37 on the periodical table. That means it has 75 protons. If it had 36 protons, it would be krypton, and if it has 38 protons, it would be strontium. So when it has 37 protons, it is rubidium, and that is the element we are talking about today. It has 5 shells, as I said, and in the innermost shell there are 2 electrons. In the second shell there are 8 electrons. In the third shell there are 18 electrons. In the fourth shell there are 8 electrons, and in the outermost shell we have 1 electron. And when it is an alkali metal, it wants to lose this 1 electron to get 8 in the outer shell, like all the other alkali metals will. And because it is a metal, it wants to lose it. But it has 1 electron in the outer shell because it is an alkali metal. So its atomic mass is 85.4678, and that is the average of all its isotopes. Rubidium, here you see rubidium 5 isotopes of rubidium. But rubidium has 32 isotopes, but only one of them is stable, and that is this one, rubidium 85. Um, rubidium 85, it's the only one is stable, and that is the normal one because when you take the average, all rubidium's atomic mass, you will get 85.47, and if you need to have a number without these extra numbers, 85.47, you will get 85, just 85. And that is rubidium 85, so that means rubidium 85 is the most normal of the rubidium isotopes. When you find it in nature, you'll find 72.2% of the rubidium you find is this rubidium 85, and 27.8 is this rubidium 87. And as I said before, rubidium 85 is the only one that is stable. All the others have this half times, and all the others are radioactive. So 85 is also the most secure to use. Yeah. Rubidium has a melting point of 39.3 degrees. It has a boiling point on 688 degrees. And in room temperature, for example 25 degrees, it has this shiny color, and no, not color but metal color, and it is metal, and like most of all other metals, it starts to rust when it comes in contact with oxygen. But rubidium is beginning to rust very quickly when it comes in contact with oxygen. So that is why when you get a rubidium, it's not just in a box full of oxygen, because then it wouldn't have this shiny color. So because it immediately begins to rust when it comes in contact with oxygen, you have it in a no oxygen box container. So yeah. And you have an experiment of what also can happen when rubidium comes in contact with oxygen, but this is just in contact with oxygen and water to make the what's happening a lot faster. So I will show that now. So time. Yes. So what is happening here? that they have 2 grams of rubidium in a special made container, and he's dropping that in the water. That when he drops it, it gives him a few seconds to run away before it has its reaction. And the reaction, you will see that now. This is the reaction of what happens when rubidium gets in contact with water. And rubidium, as I said, produces a lot of hydrogen when it gets in contact with water. And like all other alkali metals, it also produces a lot of heat, and that is what can get it to explode when it gets in contact with water. And it is this is the equation of what you see happening. So if you have rubidium plus water, you mix that together, that will give you rubidium hydroxide and hydrogen. And it's the hydrogen that goes in and explodes, because when rubidium and water comes in contact, it creates the hydrogen and it creates a lot of heat. And the heat is what getting the hydrogen to explode. So yeah, so that is why rubidium is a very dangerous alkali metal. It's one of the alkali metals who's reacting the most to water. All alkali metals are reacting to water, but this one is reacting the second most. There's one more that's reacting more to water. So rubidium has several compounds, and the one you find the most is rubidium oxide, and that is Rb2U. And rubidium oxide is the powder form of rubidium. And then you have rubidium hydroxide, which is the one that's created before, which is RbOH. And you have rubidium chloride, which is RbCl. And then you have rubidium carbonate, which is Rb3CO3. And these are all these are all compounds that rubidium can make when it gets mixed with other elements. Yeah. Then I want to tell you about the history of rubidium. And rubidium is discovered in 1861 by Robert Bunsen and Gustav Kirchhoff. And you see Gustav Kirchhoff here on the left, and you see Robert Bunsen here on the right, on this picture. 2 men both from Germany. It was discovered in Hildenberg in Germany, and what they found was they processed 150 kilograms of lepidolite. And lepidolite is like a stone. It's a metal made out of all these atoms you see here, and that is why lepidolite is a very, very special kind of metal. And you see here Rb2, and that is the rubidium they found in this lepidolite. They found 150 kilograms of lepidolite, but only 0.24% of that was rubidium. And even though that you can find rubidium in nature, it still has this high cost. It's $1,200 per 100 gram, and that is why when you make experiments with it, you only use very, very few grams. And they were, as you saw in the experiment before, they used 2 grams of rubidium, and it has this very, very, very big explosion. And some has actually come up with the idea to use it as a weapon, but they found out it's too dangerous for both parts to be used as a weapon, because it can go up immediately when you take it out of the container, because of the oxygen goes in and react and makes hydrogen. So that is the problem with rubidium. But otherwise, rubidium is a very special element that is used for several things, as I mentioned before. So yeah, that was what I have, and thank you for listening to me.